Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the NWP call this evening. My name is Rich Simmonds, and I'll be your host and presenter this evening. NWP, your path to weekly earnings. Before I go any further, I just want to read this disclaimer. We're not here to give you financial advice. This is just to share information about what we actually do ourselves. Please be sure you understand what you're putting your money into. If you're unsure about something, please ask. Historical results are no promise of what will happen in the future. We're all faced with financial challenges. As an investor, the investor looks for long-term growth, and his challenge is the growth and security. And then there's the opportunity seeker, which many of us fit into that bracket. And we look for ways to earn, save, and invest. And one thing that's common between both the investor and the opportunity seeker is that everyone looks for a regular and stable flow of money. So what has been my experience? Well, NWP has given us weekly profits as an investor and also for a person needing money. It's that weekly income that makes all the difference, and it certainly made a difference in my life. It's a sustainable investment that's built with safety mechanisms in the system, and that gives me peace of mind. And then the other thing is that NWP is committed to slow and steady growth. This is done through community building and solid business principles. NWP makes decisions and acts on things when they are comfortable to do it. So at the timeline at this moment in time, the whole idea started in 2024, where there was preparation. And then in the end of October, that's when the beta testing phase started. And it allowed them to evaluate and adjust and also look at the product offering. In 2025, where we are at the moment, we've seen the release of the booster promotion. And that's really when I talk about that business community and building your community, the booster promotion is not focused on the big investors. It's simply focused on little guy and helping the little guy get ahead somewhere. And that's what we've seen at the moment with those boosters, is it allows people to get their foot in the door, and it allows them to experience the system and at the same time get a bit of an acceleration in their capital investment that they've got there. Then moving on a bit into July, where we expect the full launch to happen. So to implement the new technology in the back office, more reporting in the back office, as well as a few other things. And then the launch with the CEO, Mr. Vikas Sharma, the marketing and branding and more sort of things that you can use as tools to build this business. But that's all coming in July. We're still effectively in that beta testing phase. NWP offers you a secure trading platform. It's designed to generate you profit on a weekly basis. That's really what it is, whilst allowing you access to your money should you need it. So you can get your capital back at any time. There's different asset portfolios offered, starting at the foundation platform, where you can invest as little as $10 up to $9,999. And here the monthly target that the traders look for is between 5 to 10%. These profits are not paid out to you on a monthly basis, they're rather paid out to you on a weekly basis, which then helps you earn money on a weekly basis. Then the next portfolio is the growth portfolio, anything from $10,000 plus here. The target that they look for is between 8 to 12% on the growth portfolio. And then you have the elite portfolio of $50,000. The target there is between 10 to 15%. Now, the one thing to remember is that you don't have to worry about moving your money. Look, the main thing is that your capital remains with the brokers. It stays there until such time as you need it. Even if it's at the brokers and your investment total goes over the 10,000, the system will automatically move you into the growth, and all your combined total of your investment will start earning on the $10,000 plus. So you won't have to move it yourself or worry about the fact that you've just gone over the 10,000. The system does that automatically, and you will earn from the bigger targets on a weekly basis. How have we done so far? Well, this last week we got a total of 1.44% profit, which gave us a total for the last 4 weeks, you could say a month, of 5.36. So it's within that target that's set for the foundation portfolio. If we look at the actual statistics for the last 34 weeks of trading, which is from the start till now, the total investor profit was 73.55%, giving an average monthly profit of 5.3%. And that's based on the last 17 weeks. And the next thing I want to highlight is that, in fact, the total profit paid out is 147%. Because on a weekly basis, there's the investors who get paid as well as the affiliates or the referral system. And I'll show you a little bit more about that later as well. As I mentioned earlier, your capital is always in your control. It stays with the brokers, and you get to decide on a weekly basis whether you want to leave it in trade or you want to withdraw your capital. Should you wish to withdraw the capital the first time, there's no extra charges on that. If you take out your capital the second time, there is a small charge of 2%. To start in the system, those are the different cryptos that you can use to go into the system with, and then withdrawals are all done in Polygon USDT. One of the things I have found for the South African market, we've just done a few tests this last weekend, where instead of buying USDT on the Ethereum network, which is what the average exchange like Luno, Valar, and Altcoin Trader do in South Africa, what we did was a test on the Polygon. You'd buy Polygon, which is effectively the gas, and then do a swap in your SafeBell or Trust or Meta wallet, do a swap there, get the Polygon USDT, and then what you've actually done is you've got your Polygon to put into the system, and you've also at the same time got yourself gas. And that gas, that little bit extra that you got, is going to last you for many transactions, because the Polygon gas or the Matic as it's called, or the Pole, it just depends on which system you're looking at, but they're all the same thing. Those gas fees are extremely cheap. I mean, we're talking about a single transaction of less than $0.01. So the withdrawal fees, and these withdrawal fees, the only fees charged by the NWP system is on withdrawals, and that's a withdrawal of your profit and also any bonuses or commissions that you might make. There's a 5% withdrawal fee on the profit that you make on a weekly basis. If you've got at least $5 to withdraw, the 5% on $5 would be 25 cents as an example. Therefore, withdrawing $5 from the system, you would receive $4.75 in your crypto wallet. How it all works, you select your portfolio, your capital then goes into trading, profits are generated from a Monday till Friday, and you receive your profits on the weekend, on a Saturday. These profits are separated from the capital, and they're all sent to a third-party payment gateway. The profits remain there until such time as you withdraw it. That's an instant withdrawal that you can make of your profits or your bonuses, and it takes less than a minute to get that. You then decide what you want to do with your money once it's in your crypto wallet. There's no automatic reinvestment in the system. Remember that I told you earlier that there's fail-safes in the system, security checks that have been built in. And one of the security checks is the fact that that the profits are not reinvested automatically. You have to take them out. And this is the whole thing is that, remember, every single member in NWP, his profits get separated. So there can be no internal rotation of funds. And you know that every week the system is healthy because everyone has to withdraw their profits. This is the triple booster promotion that's still running. This is where you can put in $30. NWP will add $60 to give you an automatic earning power of $90. This means that you will earn your profits on a weekly basis based on $90, and not $30. The only difference is that when you take the booster, you've said, I want to accelerate my earnings, but I'm going to lock my capital. So you've effectively locked your capital, and you don't get your capital back directly. You will get it back as part of the $90 that you're going to earn. Once you've earned the $90, the booster comes to an end, and you've got your $30 in original capital plus $60 in profit. Therefore, you've received your full 90 and the booster comes to an end. When you're ready to get started, please ask for this little booklet. It shows you how to register, deposit your funds, start a booster, start your investment portfolio, and also withdraw. Should you need to contact support, the quickest way to get support is through the WhatsApp chat support. That's very fast and efficient. The girls there are extremely helpful. So do that. You can email support as well. It just takes a little bit longer. Should you want to earn some extra income, which most of us do, you shouldn't only look at this as just earning income. It's also a nice way to sort of structure your family and your investment. So you're in the back office, you'll see that there's a left referral link and a right referral link. You've got two teams. You can either put people in on your left-hand side or your right-hand side. The first way that you can earn extra income by referring your friends is what we call a direct referral bonus. What happens here is when that person that you've referred makes that weekly profit, you will receive 10% of what they earn, but not from their earnings. This is paid from the business volume that's generated from trading. And as long as they've got money in the system, you will earn 10% on whatever they earn every week, forever. The next part of the bonus is the binary bonus. This is where you've got a left team and a right team. Now, before you think that this is just about recruitment, it's not about that. What you could do here is probably what many of us have done, is you put your wife in your, what we call your lesser leg, and that way, any extra investment that you have, you put in your wife or your partner's account. That way, not only could you potentially earn a binary bonus should you have other people which could come from spillover on your opposite side, but you're also going to earn the 10% referral on your partner and whatever they've invested. So should you want to invest bigger amounts, well, that would obviously be the place where you'd want to put the bigger amounts so that you can get an added benefit from the fact that you've got your partner in the business, or it might be a child that's over 18 years old. So you can, it just allows you a little bit more flexibility in the way that you manage your money. The booster promotion, the only thing about the booster promotion that you need to remember, if you are referring people, you will need a booster yourself so that you can earn the extra bonuses that come from the booster. And what I mean by that is the person has invested $30, the company has boosted it to 90. Should you want to earn on the full 90, you would need the booster. If you don't have a booster yourself, then you will simply earn on the $30 that they've invested. And why I say this, and you might think, well, that doesn't really make sense. The opportunity with NWP is that you can earn both the referral bonus and the binary bonus, and you don't need to have any money invested yourself. This is just a way to help people that are really struggling and don't have money to start, and at least gives them an opportunity to earn something. And that's what NWP does for people. Are there any questions? That brings me to the end of my presentation, but please, if there are any questions, we also have Rakesh, who's the founder, on the call with us this evening. I'm sure if I'm unable to answer questions, that Rakesh would certainly help me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich, for another wonderful Zoom. I've got one question, $30 promo. How long is that still running again?
Yeah, good evening to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Rakesh from Dubai. This promotion is going to be finished on 30th of this month, June.
Hello, Rich. Can you hear me?
Yes, Fernando, we can hear you.
Well, my understanding is if you don't withdraw the money and it at the end of the booster pack, you should theoretically have enough money to have an investment of $90. Is that correct?
Yes.
In other words, every time you get to 10, you reinvest it into, and when you reinvest it, it goes into the capital and not into the booster.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. So if you had $10 and you would then start a new investment of $10, and that's a normal capital investment, the ones that are normally listed on your dashboard. If you've got the booster, you will see that the booster isn't on your actual dashboard at the moment under your list of portfolio investments. But if you had to make a $10 investment, that would be listed under normal portfolios.
So basically, you're transferring the money from one side into the other.
Just remember that you have to actually physically withdraw it.
All right. So in other words, $10 is you need to have $10.50 to do the actual transaction. So in other words, yeah, but what I'm saying, wait till you've got $10.50 and then you take it out and put it back in again.
It's an easier way to do it, definitely.
Richard, can I ask one question?
Yes, of course. But
how many countries?
I worked out that my team extends to over 21 countries already. I don't know, Rakesh, how many countries is NWP in so far?
You have big numbers in different countries. We have many numbers of countries, but not so actively we have approached them. Like mostly the fastest is nowadays Indonesia, then second is India, third is South Africa, and fourth is Malaysia. The big numbers is every day is now Indonesia from last 1 month. They've gone crazy about the boosters. But anyway, we are very much happy. Either number is less from any particular country or either number is big. So people are happy. People are enjoying their capital gain and their commissions.
Good. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll have another meeting at the same time on Thursday night. If you're interested in joining us, thanks very much.
Okay, Ji. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Good night, Rick. Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Bye. See you,
Good
everyone.
night.